Today we have a 2017 Toyota Tacoma with the 3.5 engine, four-wheel drive. We'll be replacing the lower oil pan gasket, which is actually a silicone. So first thing to do, number 12, we're going to remove the skid plate down here. It's 4 bolts holding it around, here, 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 and here. Took out the skid plate. And then now we're going to drain the oil with number 14. Go ahead and drain the oil out, and we'll get to the next step of the oil pan. So sorry guys, I kind of jumped the gun a bit here. I already took the lower oil pan off right here. It's pretty much just all 10mm bolts with 2 10mm nuts here. Pretty much take it all off, and then it's like a small little pry tool, just being very careful not to bend it. I went over here and pried down till pretty much, it's held in my silicone, so it came off. So now we're just gonna clean up all this silicone on here as well as the lower oil pan and get ready to put fresh silicone and get it back. So as you can see, the lower oil pan here where the it meets the upper oil pan is cleaned up. No silicone, just be very gentle with the razor, kind of scrape it all off and clean it up. So as well as the lower oil pan itself here, you can see I have a little bit of silicone on the side. It's okay because it's not really gonna affect it, just gonna really get it all out. It's just like the excess that goes over. So pretty much as long as the top here is nice and smooth. I did do a little emery cloth here for where I pried at just to get it evened up. So we're gonna do a nice layer of silicone on here. Usually I do a pretty good amount. You don't have to do as much as I will show you. But just make sure it's all even around all these little holes, and pretty much we'll slap it in. Also want to go ahead and mention that before you put the silicone on, go ahead and blow it out, everything in here, because it's the lower oil pan. You don't want really any debris in here. Blow it all out, or get a rag and wipe it out. That leaves no residue behind. So now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and get the silicone on. Now I pretty much have my silicone over here. It is a lot more than you would normally put. However, when it comes to silicone, I like to put a lot just to prevent any further leaks. It will take a little longer to dry, but I usually let it dry for a few hours before I add oil. So I'm gonna go ahead and slap this in. Once we get it in, I'm just gonna thread the bolts in. I'm gonna start off by putting the 2 nuts in fully all the way in, not torquing it yet, just putting it all the way in to sit it, and then start threading all the bolts around it in, and then we'll get to torquing. So my oil pan is in place now. Pretty much just twisted the 2 nuts in all the way through. So now we're gonna go around, starting with the 2 nuts, going around so it's even, and torque everything down to 7 foot-pounds, starting here and here, going clockwise on each side. So you start here, then go here, then go here, then go here, and go all the way around. So here we are, final product. If you did the sequence pretty much evenly, you should see a nice little even layer of silicone protruding out from the sides, which basically tells us that it's pretty sealed in there. So now what I'm gonna do is pretty much torque down the drain plug to 30 foot-pounds with a new oil drain plug gasket. Let it cure for a few hours, and then we're gonna add our oil and pretty much be done. So thanks for watching, y'all. Please like, subscribe, more videos to come.